You know, symbols really are everywhere. Depending on how you see them changes a lot about their meaning, though. And for many creators in our state, their life revolves around painting, weaving, carving stones, all into art. Tonight, Hawker Vanguard shows us how creativity is really growing with New Mexico.
My great-grandmother, Marie Z. Chino, is one of the very renowned potters from Acoma, so I can go back 4 generations.
The tradition of New Mexican art is an unbroken chain of imagination that stood the test of time.
Boy, New Mexico is a jewel, and we have it here, and so many times we take it for granted, but we've had that here for decades, if not centuries.
I think a lot of it is owed to our local communities and our cultures who know who we are and celebrate that.
New Mexico history author and scholar Mary Montano knows firsthand how our history was passed down with art from family to family.
Humans haven't always been literate, and the only way to really understand your world or know what's going on is to see pictures of it.
There's a real intrigue with our Native American culture and you know, the beauty of it.
3,000 years ago, Pueblo people used Mother Earth as their canvas, carving moments in time into blueprints for life.
We learned a lot of these patterns from the archaeological sites down there and many of the ancestry that's within the town that my parents are from.
Over time, those etchings transformed into language, and for the first time, symbols that defined the lifeblood of a population had a voice. Native weavers like Alex Mendoza are keeping the visual traditions of his people alive.
Yeah, and each of these motifs do have a meaning.
One thread at a time.
This piece that I'm working on right here, it's known as the Eye of God.
Symbols that artists made their mark with. O'Keeffe, Schuster, Gorman, Chicago, Martinez. The history books know their work, but present-day Pueblo potters like Eric Lewis, they draw their inspiration from a silent muse.
The majority of our designs are coming from nature, and that's all of us, that's all people. That's going across cultures, and that's going internationally.
Or sometimes it's just the sky, the way the sky looks, and I want to try and capture some of those colors in my work, so I'm always trying to just be open to it.
An open mind to the idea that art will always serve a higher purpose.
Actually, I'm, the first generation in my direct family who does pottery primarily. I come from a lineage of painters.
A legacy that Alex Dukapu and Eric Lewis are forging for the future.
You know what? It was taught by grandmother, by my parents as well. And so then I kind of feel that responsibility to teach my children. To me, it's important to pass that on because it can basically captivate a different audience. Who knows? It can innovate a different style, different culture of pottery.
Artistic momentum is keeping clay in the kiln, chalk to paper, and paint on canvas. Thousands of years of art produced in New Mexico prove the possibilities are endless in the evolution of creativity. I'm Hawker Vanguard, and this is KOB4, Growing with New Mexico.